There's ought to be found while we're here.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only... too glad...
'Twas a fine journey we shared.
Let us work together to honor...
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I... will follow... Tis a pleasure to meet you. There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is...
Say, have I seen you...
This tavern, aye, even pawns. So long as they've coined for their ale.
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service?
Couldn't say no to a nice, juicy beast steak. I've got the sharpest ears in town. Well met, sir. How's it? Day treating you. Do come again?
Not buying. That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest. Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Twould seem we need not always travel by foot, if novel inventions such as this are to be found.
Contraptions like these. Are best used when and as we find them.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
No one's coming to my rescue.
Best get to work.
While I'm in town.
Even
Any
after
chance
a
to
day
be
of
alone
rest.
is a welcome. This is a surprise. And a glad one at that.
I'd never leave.
There, Master! A hobgoblin!
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
This town must have needs. 'Tis my duty to find them. Not a care in the world. Just as it should be.
Say, have you seen any statues about? Tell is. Quite a number of them. Here's the curious part, though. The things look damn near... Would that I'd gotten my hands on one. Those statues fetch the fun.
Welcome and well met. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate. We offer excellent service at a fair price. Always a pleasure.
What do you think you're doing here?
But be sure to buy. My services don't come. Sheep mind. You're welcome.
Bitter glares dog our steps wherever we tread here in Batal.
Don't get much at...
This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
I've not been to Vermund before. What's...
I'm a master.
Talent like this.
Hoy! Look, no need to overthink it. You can change. change it on a whim. You've naught to lose. Well, got any findings to share? Pleasure doing business with you.
Interested in my wares? Wonder if there's any
Would that I had a helping hand.
It's been a hard day.
A customer, then. That changes things.
Weary. I'm in fine fettle today.
Dead on my feet.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare.
Many thanks.
interested
What are
in
you?
my...
My services don't... come cheap. Mind. You're welcome. A customer then. That changes things.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but... don't you... dare try... to take anything without... Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price. Do come again.
What business have you here?
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him?
Look as long as you please. Do come again.
Boy, what's your walking about with pawns in tow? Are you from Vermont? But, well, got to save it. You're not welcome here. But I've got a heart of gold, me. All you've got to do is prove your mettle. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. Put your back in...
No mistake. Well now, quite what I must say, these odds are...
And who are you supposed to be?
Nay, I'm a self. It's not my conscience that calls. Is there even one among you with the grit?
What'd be in it for us?
The fact that that's...
Ragnall. You're him. Well, 'tis clear, but I trust you'll have no complaint. Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to? We'll see if you can escape me. Show them your metal!
After all, judging by the... I suppose that coward knew he was not... At any rate, 'tis safe... Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy. Till next time.
Sir Ragnar is no ordinary man, that much is certain.
Well now, I'm not sure.
Always the same. Lots to do. Wouldn't say no. Precious little time. Fancy a look at my wares?
What should I get up to?
We've naught to discuss.
Over here, if you please.
Most of our guests only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If there's one thing I shan't suffer, 'tis always a pleasure. Well met, sir.
Gotta crack a few
I
skulls
shan't
if you
settle
wanna be
for
top
all.
class.
Huh? What in the... Where did you...
Oh no, I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I simply haven't been able to devise any good... Well, I am glad that the old man appreciates... which makes things rather difficult. Say, would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete... Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed. A beast frozen. It is said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subject. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. Then I shall depart at once. Pray.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here. He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had out here. It's as tired as I am, seems like.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Rattlers! There!
It does not fear holy power. Such attacks will have little effect. Well done.
I shall heal you at once. Hold, please.
Feast your eyes on me!
Let our foes cower before lightning.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? was I bound again?
Why must I suffer so?
I've been here so
Lots to
long,
do.
I almost
Have
forgot why
precious
I
little
came.
time.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Ilmen, Akayel, Arumefa in Iterond, Etele Elda. Alia nun we finantai.
Nun liatilmo.
Ne a fair mor fin in tarma. A fair pelle in minisvana.
Ilmen ar yn fanne.
Ilmen.
Vindamund. Jarmen ran soron.
A Kael fil Calowin nun a rume fa in Itarond finan tai. A Kael fil Sone Kemenindo A Kael fil Anfane.
Non li atilmo.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
So tired. I'd kip just about anywhere. Always a fresh breeze.
Oh, how... I was a tad...
Our adventure continues.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Get the value of an endless contemplation.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tail bite.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
You're the Arisen, aye? A personage of great esteem is to return from Batar. I speak of Sir Augustin. Your aid is requested in guarding his as a potential ally to your cause. 'Twould do you, and bear in mind that
You have your orders. Read them.
We must make haste if we...
To arrive in time to assist.
Welcome.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in... Much obliged.
The solution eludes me.
I'm so... There is...
All this walking's made my legs ache of fright.
Life can be tiring.
I wonder what's going on in town.
Aye, it's here deal. Just to be plentiful.
I'm in fine
I'm
fashion.
immense time.
This ox cart will not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
So stiff.
Not at the expense of my duty.
About time you show. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. See to it that the Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. If this... quiet. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling
Foul brigand!
There's no need for here's a surprise. Fair warning, cuz this crate...
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once! Ere he...
Why, if 'tis Sir Ragnar from the tavern. Now, 2 parties past our aid. Which is the more deserving?
I shall stand by you, Master. Whatever you decide.
Shame. But I suppose that's how... Today's just not my... Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the...
Watch out for the choppers!
This boat will recoil from flame.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
You'll not live to regret this.
The cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
By your leave.
Master! Master? Can you hear me? Are you unharmed?
Pray, seek an exit. I shall
We
search
meet
for a
again.
way to rejoin you.
Hoy there. You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find my still. So long as he escapes, I'd wagered that makes this. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth. I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving. Time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern, and my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a... Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, makes for a duller life. Still, I hunger for a real battle. You gave me a taste of it earlier, though. I'm not sure what's brought... I suppose I'll have a few drinks. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible, but Augustine is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin, and so I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But it wasn't on the list. Rather, your name was on the list of persons. In short, you had been called in to act. Mark my words. If you'd carried on with them, Augustine would have been slain, and you'd not have stood a chance against all that. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time. And then some. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll... Still, I've got to wonder where... One thing's for certain. You must... But why? 'Tis not... What? You? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. I've no business... Right. Let's press on. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut. At least you made it out all right. After all, I can't afford to die here. We'll see each other again.
We are reunited.
What? I've no business here. Best road. When next our paths... Who's to say where we'll...
Over here, if you would. Shall we see how Harv village fares of late, Master? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Arisen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Oh well, colour me surprised.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through...
Here you are.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. Prison, are you all right? The chances of victory are slim. The prudent choice would be to beat a hasty retreat.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
Load the half and end the haste. It's loads of parties in sight. Strike fire!
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Look out, prison! We're under attack! I command your weapon and magic cocoon.
We pulled through in the end. For a moment there, I feared we would not.
Considering the might of our combined experience, what other outcome could there have been? There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes. What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full. Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Shall we make them rue their own impatience?
We fight. To arms!
Is easily done.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Little does our foe realise how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
Indeed, you are correct.
Come on! Don't drag this! Think you can run?
I suppose I shall wait here for the day, then. Feast your eyes on this.
Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
I could use some help. Now I can report a successful hunt.
Not a bad idea.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall. I enjoy tackling fierce foes.
Saurians, Master!
Ice will be most effective against this foe.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
This world's gone to the shops. That's it!
What an exhausting day it's been. I'm quite sure that ox carts don't run. Was it a phantom then? I shut.
Should your pack grow overfull, have no fear.
Come, I'll lead the way. I want you lightning fangs.
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far.
Master, watch out!
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Can't imagine bringing the campfire.
It is well to be prepared, but over-preparation is well not.
It is a boat worth your passion. We'll not save our best, will do.
Barely slept a wink.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
My thanks. Here you are.
Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
It's a tendency we might exploit, though to do so, we need to court danger.
Our foe has been knocked off balance. Grab hold and drag it to the ground.
Moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
That old man by the shore. What drives him so unbendingly out into open waters?
He's something of an...
That's the life of a...
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talent useful.
I am shamed. Never have I found my
If
skills
we
so
share
well.
our strengths, we can begin forming. In fate.
Sir Arisen, just when almost all of the villagers had arrived.
Oi! What are you doing standing?
Jonas! This is the good sir.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once
My apologies for the yet he speaks truly. Pray, calm the beasts.
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. What say we make twice about settling in again?
One cannot be too careful. Let us see what you're made of.
You're wasting. The Saurians are no more. That's twice you've come. You're more than a friend to our village. Truly, we cannot.
Here he is!
Jonas!
This blasted beastren went and ventured into storm. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But there can be no doubt he...
Forgive me. I never meant for any of...
Trust a...
Jonas!
You would say that. Seems to me beastrens go causing problems.
Jonas, please!
There!
I do apologize. We mustn't let this sour your triumph. I do hope you shall visit us.
Let me get him up. You're no fit.
Thank you, Sir Arisen. That's twice now you've aided us.
We've arrived. Just as planned.
Might I interest you in my... humble wares? Hope to see you again.
this. Oh, that's right. Now, listen well. The Gigantus is an earthen structure that hearkens to the voice of the sea, which is a servant of the brine. Just as the Arisen commands the pawns, supposedly, the brine have their colossal servant monitor the dragon to ensure that it commits no acts of excess. As for what the brine deem an act, some would argue that 'tisn't, but what of it? Those unbidden sips of ale are what keep the throat from growing parched. Without them, that brings me back to what I was saying about the 'tis formed of clay, and tall enough to graze its brow upon the very clouds. What's more, and should it be stirred to life by the voice of the sea? You do not believe, but I assure you 'tis no little. Those who call me a madman.
To think I would meet you here. I cannot return to Mouth. Not this village also suffered the dragons of prey. Give my regards to everyone back home. Slowly but surely, my name shan't be cleared till the dragon. I intend to stay in this village and investigate. Slowly, my name shan't be cleared. I intend to stay in this village.
Over here, if you please.
What about this place? Welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're here to buy. Hope to see you again.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
You got a hankering for something? Let me know.
Well met. That's made my day.
Swapping stories is one of life's great
ought to be said.
not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
We've a knack for drawing the enemy arisen.
No quarrel here.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. Over here, if you would. I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Don't be such a worry, Ward.
Was most effective.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
We are to retreat then.
A hidden path? I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
I've a feeling 'tis best left untravelled. Am I the only one?
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different.
Tossing at our other foes.
I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
Yon statue may yield new sights, if we can reach it.
Why don't we go take a look?
A tad too high, methinks.